Welcome to Bioglam Curvy Models, where beauty meets confidence and every curve tells a story. The runway, the lens, the crowd. The world may see only the glamour, but behind that brilliance lives a story of fire, focus, and fearless self-belief. For young Hoyeon, known simply as Hoyeon, the story begins far away from flashing lights, in the quiet neighborhoods of Seoul, where dreams felt both distant and magnetic. Born on June 23, 1994, in the Myeonmakdong district of Seoul, she grew up with the values of persistence, humility, and quiet determination. Her parents ran a small business, and her world was simple: school, friends, and the vibrant rhythm of Korean city life. But even as a young girl, there was something about her that refused to fade into the background. She was tall, striking, with a kind of presence that seemed to announce that she was destined for something more. Her journey into modeling began unexpectedly. At 16, she took her first steps on a small Seoul runway, nervous, unsure, but lit from within by a spark that no one could ignore. The local fashion world quickly noticed the tall girl with the flame-red hair and hypnotic stare. That hair became her signature, a symbol of rebellion and individuality. She wasn't trying to fit in, she was trying to stand out, and she did. By 2013, she had become a contestant on Korea's Next Top Model. She didn't win, but she didn't need to. The show introduced her to a wider audience, and more importantly, to herself. She learned how to take rejection and turn it into motivation. She learned that real success requires resilience, the kind that makes you walk taller when the world doubts you. Hoyeon became known for her walk, confident yet fluid, as if she floated between worlds. Designers began requesting her. She walked at Seoul Fashion Week and soon found herself signing a contract with one of the most prestigious agencies in South Korea. Then came the call that would change everything. Louis Vuitton wanted her. The partnership became iconic. And in 2016, she made her international debut, striding down the global catwalks of New York, Paris, and Milan. The red-haired girl from Seoul was suddenly a global face. Vogue, Harper's Bazaar, and W Magazine featured her on their covers. She became one of the most in-demand Asian models in the world, her presence electric, her confidence unshakable. She embodied a new era of fashion, one that celebrated individuality, authenticity, and culture. But while modeling made her visible, acting made her unforgettable. When Netflix released Squid Game in 2021, Hoyeon's world changed overnight. Cast as Kang Se-byok, a North Korean defector fighting for survival, she brought vulnerability, grit, and emotional depth to the screen. It was her first acting role, and she conquered it. Viewers across the globe connected to her portrayal of a woman balancing courage and despair, hope and heartbreak. Within days, her Instagram followers skyrocketed to millions. She became the most followed Korean actress in history at that time. Hollywood called, fashion houses doubled down, and the world whispered one name: Hoyeon. But what the world saw as sudden success was really a decade of silent discipline. Behind every image was effort. Behind every graceful step was struggle. Behind every smile was a girl who refused to give up. Despite fame, she remained deeply rooted in humility. In interviews, she often speaks softly about her family, about her early fears, about how fame can be fleeting. She once said, "When I act, I try to remember who I was before all of this." That memory, the young girl dreaming in Seoul, keeps her grounded even as she walks the carpets of Venice, Paris, and Los Angeles. Her artistry doesn't stop at modeling or acting. Hoyeon uses her platform to challenge perceptions of beauty. She's vocal about the need for diversity in fashion, representation not as a trend, but as truth. Her image, with her sharp cheekbones, intense eyes, and minimal artifice, symbolizes a new beauty standard: confidence without compromise. She has often been asked how she maintains balance in a world obsessed with perfection. Her answer is simple: you cannot be beautiful if you forget yourself. Those words became a mantra for many fans, especially young women across Asia, who see in her not just a celebrity, but a mirror, a reminder that strength and softness can coexist, that ambition and kindness are not opposites. Her story isn't just one of fame, it's one of evolution. The girl who once doubted her worth now stands as one of Time magazine's 100 most influential people. She's walked with fashion royalty, shared scenes with Hollywood legends, and graced stages once deemed unreachable. Yet her essence remains unchanged, calm, curious, and unshakably authentic. The cinematic beauty of Hoyeon's journey lies in its contrast. She's the quiet voice in a noisy industry, the calm in a storm of glamour. She wears luxury but radiates humility. She moves with elegance but carries an invisible fire that commands attention. Her power is in her silence, her grace, her ability to communicate entire emotions with a single glance. To many, she represents the fusion of East and West, the global face of modern femininity where tradition meets transformation. Her rise has inspired countless Asian women to see themselves not as outsiders, but as global citizens of beauty, talent, and influence. And yet, even as she ascends higher, she reminds the world that ambition without authenticity is hollow. She speaks openly about anxieties, exhaustion, and self-care, breaking the myth that success must come at the cost of self. Her honesty is refreshing in an industry often polished to perfection. She shows that true glamour is not about looking flawless, it's about being real. Hoyeon's every move now is studied and celebrated. Whether attending film festivals or fronting luxury campaigns, she carries herself with a blend of warmth and wonder. To fans, she's more than a model or actress, she's an emblem of modern resilience. To the world, she's proof that when grace meets determination, magic happens. Her journey continues, unfolding like a runway that stretches endlessly forward. Each step is a story, each pose a statement, each glance a promise. She walks not just for herself, but for every dreamer watching from afar, believing that their story too can glow beneath the spotlight. Welcome again to Bioglam Curvy Models, where beauty meets confidence and every curve tells a story. Hoyeon's life reminds us that your beginnings do not define your brilliance. From the narrow streets of Seoul to the global stage, she proved that power isn't loud, it's luminous. And just like her, every woman has that same light within. You can rise, you can evolve, you can shine. Because your story, like hers, is not about perfection, it's about becoming.